Eric Muadit, Muadit.com. Let's take a look at DGAZ, which is up about 27% this week so far. And we can see that part of this move began during this period here, when the stock came back and did a nice double bottom support at the 50 RSI level on the weekly chart. So we always talk about support at the 50 level, and here's a good example. So this one held here, and we can see that since then the stock has moved very nicely. So that was one line of support. Also there was another line connecting weekly RSI lows, as you can see. And again, we see that over the last couple of weeks and months that the weekly RSI did come here and show nice double bottom support, and since then anybody who used that support should be seeing some nice entry here in the stock. Also want to mention, if you take a look at the daily and draw two lines that are hardly ever discussed in the stock market, but I'll draw them here, which is somewhere around there. So this line happens to be at about 61.8 on the daily chart, and I'll draw another one and I'll put it, let's call it right somewhere there, and this line also happens to be now at the opposite of 61.8, which is 38.2, excuse me. All right, so 38.2. the numbers get a little bit confusing, but what you see here is when the stock is moving higher, it tends to react very well. So when we see the stock moving above 61.8, for example, during this period here, it generally held above 61.8. So let's draw this again. We'll do it quickly. So we got two lines, top side 61.8. We got another one here at 38.2. all right, and just discussing here what happens. We can see here that once it moved above 61.8, it was using 61.8 for support, and it actually stayed above, and this was a major run for the stock. Finally it came back and broke through here, which was off the levels there, and of course it came down from the 20s all the way to as low as $10 after this break right there below 61.8. and as you can see even on this chart that it has been using this, for example, support on about the 38.2 during this lows. Again here we went back above 38.2 for the re-entry there, and then here we touch it with uniform activity for the lows there at $12, and since then it's almost coming close to doubling. So we can see that if you take a look at the numbers that I always talk about, the 50 has been useful around the weekly chart on its RSI, so that has been great. And we can see here that on the daily 61.8 has come into play on multiple occasions, and 38.2 has also been used by this stock and pretty much all the stocks that you are following. In fact, I can even say that if you take a look at today's move is showing the stock moving. Why? Because it is jumping above that 61.8 level. Even on a daily basis, that move above 61.8 has led to this 10% jump for the day. Eric Muadit, Muadit.com. As always, good luck, peace, and blessings. EACS.